Hello everyone. Uploading another match here. I'm about to play a match against my friend Juan Takasi. This is for round 4 of the Summer Swiss Open that I've been uploading. I have 3 points out of 3, he has 2 out of 3. So this is the final round. So I do only need a draw as black to get first place for the tournament, but I'll probably, push for a little bit more, obviously. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I did some prep against Swan. I knew he liked to play d4, and I think if I play knight f6, I don't think he plays c4. So I do want to get into Benoni kind of structures. So I'll go ahead and go for the c5. Just the same stuff I'm used to playing. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I have been busy with moving, so I think it's been about a week and a half at least. C3, and of course this is just totally out of prep now, so we just have to sort of figure this out over the board. Okay, let's go ahead and go for d5. Seems like it makes sense. He might go for some kind of Kali-like structure, I think. That's very possible. But I'm obviously not very worried after this d4 and c3 move. This is just not very good. Now I could go bishop f5, but then when the queen comes out, it's gonna be on this soft spot right here. So that might not be the correct plan. I might just have to go maybe just e6 right away, I think. Let me see. Yeah, why don't we just go for that? It is 15-2, so I've got to be a little fast. This might not be perfect. Maybe bishop f5 is good, but I do have to be fast. E4. This looks like a really good move. Oh boy. Okay. Well, yeah, that looks like a good move. Look at that. Exciting. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll go for this capture. And if he takes, I think I'll just take with the pawn. I don't want to take with the queen and go to an endgame where I have an isolated pawn. I want to keep the queens on. In general, when you have these isolated queen pawn positions, you want to play dynamically. You want to use the 2 half-open files on the other side of it. So I'll certainly take back with the pawn here. And I don't really have to worry about, the knight here. This is why c3 is just not a very good opening move. Oh. That's strange. I have a couple things I can do here. Well, I'm leaning towards taking it. I imagine that's the best move. I'm not sure why he's going for this. I feel like he messaged me. Craig is on vacation. Okay. So the other match, I know Craig and Elliot are supposed to play as well for the 3rd round, so the other match might take a little while. Okay. So I think bishop takes e3, and then after it takes, I just play queen to b6. That seems like it takes care of everything. Bishop takes e3, queen e2 could happen. I think that would be a good move, but not sure. Let's go for this capture. This should be good. Queen b6. I don't think he can take there. I have checks and I have winning rooks and all kinds of things. So I believe queen b6 or queen b6 should be good. And if he takes here, maybe I will go for this. And then bishop c4. And then how am I meant to guard this? Probably, just bishop e6. That looks like it covers it. Covers everything, I think. Cool. Should. That's an interesting move. It seems that he's playing very passive. Like he wants to draw me or something. But I do have this. And then he takes, and then I take the rook. I take the rook and then here, so yeah. um, he's a strong player, but I think he's too worried about who he's playing and just playing very passive. Yeah, this seems like it's just perfectly fine. And if he checks me here first, I'll block with the bishop, so that he's not taking the rook with check. I don't want to block with the knight. Then he takes here, and then he gets to take the rook with check. So, yep. And well, you know what we could do? I could play king f8. Is that something I want to go for? King f8, and then I get this check thrown at me. It's probably no good. I don't think I want that. King f8, queen d6. And then so I gotta go here. That would be a threefold, I think. Yeah, this seems fine. I get to guard my d-pawn now, so I'm just, I'm up a pawn, I'm about to win a rook. This should be pretty nice. Maybe a quick video today. Wasn't planning on it. Okay. Guarding the knight. That's fine. Seems okay. Well, I can take this, but that rook is always going to be there. So what I can do first is just go ahead and guard my pawn here, I think, right? So I'm leaning towards knight f6. Yeah, that seems okay. Knight f6. And I am guarded. And I'm still taking this rook. This was an interesting try, but not quite working. So I should go up a rook, but then the challenge, as it always is, will be to try to consolidate. And he does have some ideas after I take the rook, you know, some bishop b5 checks and stuff like that, but I think I just go knight c6 and everything seems to be totally fine and holding together, so. Yeah, I was much more worried about this than I guess I should have been. Yeah, d4, c5, yeah, Juan, if you do watch this, you should definitely just push this and, you know, look to play like things like c4, e4, knight c3, knight f3, and just create a big center. You know, give yourself winning chances. You have to play for a win. Otherwise, you know, you play for a draw, you're gonna make some mistakes, and then you're gonna end up just losing. Whereas if you play for a win, sometimes you make mistakes, and then, you know, that's how you get the draw. So, very easy to beat people if they just play very passively and play for a draw, which it definitely looks like that's what was going on. Okay. So, wonder if I have any mating ideas. I don't really think I do. I don't have any pieces in play, unfortunately. So I'm trying to make things like this work, but I just don't think they're working. I think just queen g3 and then, you know, I didn't really do anything. I guess I have knight takes e3 after that, and then he can't castle, but does that really matter? Knight here, queen here, knight takes, and then he plays queen f2, and then what? And then I take his rook, and then he gets my knight out of it, so probably I think I'm just supposed to take the rook here. Before I can't. That would be unfortunate, yeah. Yep. And okay, well, I guess we should blunder check since we're about to go up a rook. Checks captures threats. He has this capture, which shouldn't really do anything. This check, which I can just happily block. I do have to maybe worry about some queen d6 stuff. So maybe I should castle first, and then take the rook. Is that something that maybe makes a little bit more sense? If I castle first, maybe I'm getting attacked though, if I just castle first. That might not be the best idea. Let's go ahead and take the rook. I don't want to castle and then have to worry about things like knight g5 with the rook on this, and that just doesn't look very good. Very, very ugly. So, we'll go for this. And I'm mostly just worried about queen d6. I think this is really the only problem for me. Or maybe even just castling, and then if I castle, he plays something like knight g5. That could be a problem. Okay. Yeah, castling, this seems to be the right way to go. Let's see. Yeah, if I definitely need my knight here, I think. So castles, knight g5, and then I think knight here. And this should properly parry the threat, I think. Yeah, that seems to do it. Hits the queen, and then I can kick the knight out after. It guards the knight on f6. So let's go ahead and castle. Still have to be careful. I am up a rook, but that's not something that really comes into play yet. This rook wasn't going to do anything. My extra rook is not doing anything, so I still have to play well. And it's 15-2, so nearly anything can happen. Okay, so knight g5, about what we expected, and this is probably happening sooner rather than later. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go for this. Let's go for what we planned. And he shouldn't have time to really do anything. I'm gonna play, you know, h6 and kick him out of here. It helps, and then if there's ever a rook sacrifice, I could just play knight takes f6 and, you know, not really have to worry about my pawn structure opening up. That's an interesting move. Very interesting try. However, can't I just take it? I mean, he has to try something. I mean, this is... He can't... He's got to go down fighting. But I think I can just take it. And I'm still on his queen. This is the important thing. This is... I mean, I should have still looked at this. It's a tempo move, but it's a 15-2. It's hard to look at everything. After I take, there's not really any checks that scare me. There's no rook checks. There's no knight checks. There's only this queen check, and I know that's bad. So I think I can happily take this. And I'm up another piece. It doesn't seem like I really have to worry about anything. Interesting. Okay. Well, he could have done that without having, you know, without sacrificing. I want my queen back in the game, but looks like that's not happening. I have to not get three-folded too, if he does open things up a little bit. Have to be very, very careful. How about we go for this capture? Trades are good. We're up a rook, we're up a piece. Trade, trade, trade. And I think after queen takes, I think I can just play f6 and sort of fortify everything. And my knight is looking to go here. Not knight f6, because then rook takes, and then maybe there's some threefold. I don't want any of that. There's probably not. I can probably move my rook or something like that, but I don't even need to get into it. I think just f6, and it looks like I have everything covered. Well, if I ever played this, if he plays rook takes, his knight's hanging. So, is he ever going to do that? Is that something I need to worry about? Do I really even want my knight here? Yeah, I don't even know if I want my knight there. That's the main thing. Yeah, let's go for this f6 move. I think this is an interesting idea. This kind of just lets me fortify everything, I think. There's no queen here. I can always, I can just come here. So everything seems very solid after f6. And the sooner I can get my queen back in the game, the better. It needs to happen very quickly here. Making me nervous. 5 minutes as well making me nervous, but we should be able to handle it. Okay. So I can play queen b2, and it looks like it covers everything. It's tempting to play things like knight e5 to try to keep him out, but the main thing is I can't do anything until my queen sees the light of day. So queen b2, if queen here, then I just have queen b6, covering everything. So I feel like that's the right way to go about doing things. Let's go here. I'll probably still cut the video, keep the video short. Alright, cool. Okay, so I'm still gonna do the analysis. Put one on hold. And see how this game went. Blunder somewhere. Oh boy. Interesting. I don't know how to Oh yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so what went wrong here? C3 inaccuracy. Let's see. Takes, did it like e6? What else does it say? Yeah, knight f6, I'm sure that was better. I don't know why. E6, okay. Oh, that's probably why. Knight f6 to stop that. That makes sense. Yeah, no rush to play e6, okay. Okay, bishop takes, and then yeah, of course e takes d5. Bishop e3, yeah, bishop takes e3, and it does say queen e2. I was right about that, that's good. Queen b6 it doesn't like, that's an inaccuracy. Best move is knight f6, strange. I don't know, I like winning pawns, but I guess he can play queen d2, or queen e2. So, what does it really win? Yeah, oh, queen d4, it likes that move? Queen takes b2, queen takes g7, queen takes here. How does this not? Queen takes, takes. Oh, and then bishop d3. Yeah, Well, he should have gone for that because I would have fallen for this. That would have been very complicated. Queen e5 check, bishop e6, and then he does this. Oh, I had queen c1 check. That's interesting. Oh, bishop e6 was a blunder? Okay. Knight e7. Queen takes g7. Oh, rook g8. Gotcha. Interesting. It's a weird blunder. Okay, and then I guess everything else was pretty normal after that. Looks like it. Does it like f6? Kind of. I'll take it. Good enough for me. Queen g3. Queen b2. Yeah, it wants to take the pawn. I'm winning by enough. Just get my queen back in the game. Cool. Alright, well, should be having a new tournament. We'll probably start one this weekend. So that'll mean more videos, more matches. And I might look to commentate a match. I don't know, it kind of depends on how the scheduling works. So, alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.